Hey everyone, I'm Kat and this is another one of my advice vlogs. This one is about relationships, and I know I've done like a couple of other vlogs on relationships where I did like a video just me talking in general about relationships and and I did another one about dealing with breakups. But I thought relationships are kind of like a hot topic in advice, because people are always looking for advice on how to have like a good relationship and stuff. So I thought I can be of some use because I have a good relationship and I feel like I know some stuff on the subject. So yes. Right, so first things first, this is just kind of, I guess, a generalised video for anybody who is not sure about relationships and just wants some general tips and advice. So first of all, one thing that you got to know about relationships is they're not the most important thing in your life. They're not the number one thing. You don't need to have a relationship. You can be on your own and be just fine and just happy and stuff. Because some people think that relationships are sort of the be all and end all of life, but it's not true. Especially when you're like a teenager and you're quite young and stuff. A lot of young teenagers seem to think that they need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and that's not the case, because honestly when you're like a young teenager, it is the most irrelevant shit ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I had a few relationships before this and they were just so irrelevant and pointless, and you know, I was 15, and at that age you don't need anyone, honestly. You should be just like doing whatever you're doing with your life, probably going to school, and a relationship is the least of your worries. And you just need to think to yourself, you know, I'm young and I don't need this yet. But if you happen to find love at a young age, then, you know, good for you, go for it. But you shouldn't be like forcing into anything, because it will happen when the time is right, and you shouldn't like ever force it. But yeah, you shouldn't really be thinking about relationships and going into like settling down in life when you're a teenager, because I guess these teenagers, you to have fun and just sort of you're figuring yourself out, you're finding yourself, you're going through puberty and stuff. Yeah, I mean, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, you know, you're bound to find somebody. Somebody is gonna like you for who you are. So if somebody doesn't accept you or like you for who you are, then they're not worth having a relationship with, honestly. And yeah, just wait till the time is right until that person finds you. Right, if you're in a relationship, advice I can give to people that are in a relationship, people that are struggling in relationships, you may not, you know, that person may not be right for you, and you've got to think to yourself, is this person going to be valuable to me, and are they hurting me all the time? Am I crying all the time? Am I not really enjoying myself? Because if you're not, then just get out, honestly, and you'll be a lot happier when you're free of all the crap. Like, if you really can't take it and things are not always great, I mean, things are not always great in a relationship, but if you find that you're arguing all the time, you're always upset, you're always crying, then it's not worth it. However, you know, relationships, they're really just a test kind of thing. Like, you're testing whether you do really want to be with this person, and you go through a lot of things and then you figure out whether you can make it through or not, and if you can't, then that's the end of it. But you will eventually be able to find somebody who you can go through a lot of things with. They accept you through everything that you go through, and that's the great thing about being in relationships, is because you can have somebody there who validates you as a person. You don't have to feel lonely, maybe that you're not a good person. I mean, friends can do that for you too, but when it's such a great feeling to know that somebody actually is in love with you and they want to do everything for you, they want to make you happy, and that's what a relationship is about, is making each other happy and just enjoying the time that you spend together. And my best advice for anybody in relationships is just enjoy it, enjoy the time you have together, spend as much time together as you want to, and just be happy and realise that it's a great thing. It really is. So yeah, you should always be enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it and the time that you're spending with that person, then it's not worth it, and you could be enjoying your time with someone else, because there is somebody that you will be able to have that with. So yeah, I guess this is all my generalized advice about relationships, is just basically the number one thing: enjoy it. Don't worry if you're not in a relationship, because you'll find someone, honestly. And if you're young, you know, it's not the top of your priorities. It's really the least of your worries, to be honest. Like, if you're still growing up, you're still learning, you're still finding yourself, you don't need a person to define you. You're gonna grow up and realize yourself by yourself. Like, everyone is able to do it by themselves, and you don't need another person to validate your existence, basically. So yeah, that's all I want to say for now, guys. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about or give advice on in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching.